Good morning, I am Nicole and this is Amanda. We are from Assumption English School, Class 2-2, and we are from the team DETECH.
We are here to find out how much Generation Z depends on technology for knowledge. We have noticed that people go to the internet to search for information on a myriad of issues. So we would like to learn what they search for, whether it be for homework answers, music recommendations, game reviews, or others.
According to DQ Institute and the Nanyang Technological University study, it is stated that children as young as 12 spend almost 46 hours a week or 6.5 hours daily on a gadget. The same study also found 9-year-olds spending over 24 hours a week or about 3.5 hours daily doing the same.
This issue is very worrying as many teenagers are always relying on the gadgets for information. We feel that people generally use the internet instead of books to search for information for research purposes. We hope that through this research, we can help people understand Gen Z better.
Based on our survey, most of the international respondents have shown that they rely heavily on the internet for homework. We will now bring you to our reporter Celeste, who will be interviewing Cassius, a member of Gen Z and someone who can't keep his eyes off his phone even for a minute.
Thank you, Nicole. I am here with Cassius from Class 2-2 and I will be interviewing him as he really loves his mobile phone and will be more than happy to answer some of our questions. Firstly, how do you think people will manage their lives without technology?
I think people actually technology has integrated into part of our lives right now, waking up in the morning, setting up meetings, even doing homework is also integrated into our life. And without technology, I think the world would just come collapsing down.
Secondly, how would you feel if one day technology wasn't invented?
I mean, if technology isn't invented, the world here right now wouldn't be as what we know. There's no projectors, no Google, and I mean, I can't even search up what food I want to eat and the places near me. So if technology wasn't invented, I think generally overall I'll be just depressed and sad. Yeah.
Lastly, do you think that people's productivity levels would be higher? Why or why not?
I generally don't think that productivity levels of people would be higher, as technology can be counted as social media and technology can serve as a distraction to people. So technology, in a way, although everything has pros and cons, but I find the cons in technology outweigh the pros. And yeah, in general, people will be more distracted with technology in front of them than without, although technology can help us make our life much more fast-paced.
Thank you for your time. Now on to Pauline to interview Mr. Chen.
Thank you, Celeste. I am here with Mr. Chen as he is the school counselor. We decided to choose Mr. Chen as he has come across many students before. How would you communicate with your peers if you have no access to the internet?
Actually, for myself, between my peers and I, we really talk about the word trust and responsibility. Reason being is, without our mobile phones, we will be deciding on the time and where to meet. So in a case where a friend is late, we will usually wait for the friend to appear, and it doesn't really pose an issue for me and my friends when we don't have technology then.
What do you do to make students realize that offline interaction is better than online?
I wouldn't say entirely that offline interaction is better, because everybody has a time limitation. So sometimes when we don't get to meet up, there's certain advantages of talking online. For example, if you didn't get to meet each other in school and you would like a meeting to happen the next day, with the mobile phones, at least you can leave a message with your friends so that at least you get your message across and more discussions can happen the next day. Whereas offline interactions will be great because you get to learn how to observe other people's micro expressions, like if something you said is offensive or pleasing to the other party, which makes offline discussions more fruitful in a sense, because you get to understand whatever that you say, how does it affect other people, and of course you can also do some reflection over there.
Thank you so much for letting us interview you, Mr. Chen. Your opinion was very insightful. Back to you, Nicole.
Thank you, Pauline. We have understood more about this technology issue and have learned many things from the interviews. While Mr. Chen feels that communication is based on trust and responsibility, Cassius feels that we cannot live without technology.
After our team's investigation, we have concluded that Gen Z tend to rely heavily on mobile phones and technology to search for information. We should try to rely less on our mobile phones by learning to search for information without the use of technology. That way, we can learn to be more independent. For example, we could find information from books at the library instead of our phones. We would now like to thank our interviewees, Mr. Chen, Cassius, and you, our audience. Thank you very much for listening to us.
And have a great day ahead.